Yes, welcome students to today's session. Uh, we had a little introduction in another class as well, so let me repeat it for some people who have not joined in the previous class. I am Dr. Irfan Ahmed. I am assistant professor at Urban Regional Planning Department in the School of Civil and Environmental Engineering at NUST. So welcome to this lecture, this course, and this course is the entire batch is the fresh batch which I will be teaching this course, and we'll be talking about disaster management and latest, you can say, concepts, theories, or uh, issues and challenges which are being faced in the era of rapid urbanization and under the especially under the threat of climate change and climate change induced extreme events which are happening all over the world. This will talk about how to manage those disaster, how to reduce the impacts of such disasters, and what sort of you can say what sort of steps will we take to ensure safety of our people as well as our infrastructure and our livelihoods, and I mean there's anything which are being impacted by disasters. So before we begin, let's have a brief introduction about our course. So for me, if when you are available on the campus, you can avail. You can check in my room if I'm available, and then you can have a discussion on anything. And I'm available via email. And of course, constructed that. I've created that group of WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or any queries, you can easily uh, contact me on WhatsApp as well. So anyone can ask me in that group. Particularly, you should message. Not I won't entertain individual messages. So if you have any question regarding the coursework, you must send a message within the group so everybody can see. Okay, regarding our course outline, again this is a tentative grading. We okay, I think that this I should change to. Okay. I did the percentage is tentatively it is again it is should be one midterm. Sharing the screen full screen.
We have a problem with connectivity.
So Sohaib, can you see everything? Because I've
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, instead of manually again and again, I'm sharing and sharing. So I've shared whole of my desktop. So it will be now whatever I'm doing, you can easily assess that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, go back to the presentation. So okay, tentatively, we'll have one midterm with 40% weightage and an end semester with 50%. And assignments depending upon the how the crisis unfold, this COVID situation unfolds, will will manage some assignments. Or I can like give you some kind of term paper, so we can have a like a mutual discussion on that, whichever the students want. So I am flexible enough to accommodate you guys. Okay, so the course objective is to first of all, our objective is to understand the nature of a disaster. What a disaster is, what are the dynamics of such disaster, how they occur, why they occur, and how much do they impact. Well, that then when we come to know that what are the potential impacts of certain disasters or natural hazards, then we can design appropriate mitigation measures, appropriate risk reduction strategies, or we can talk about structural and non-structural measures to reduce those impacts. And in the end, I expect that the students will be able to understand what software disaster management system is applicable in Pakistan, what are the different disasters which are posing threat to the sustainable development of Pakistan, cities as well as rural areas, as well as at region. So we'll be talking about that as well. So we'll be talking about different portions of the disaster management cycle, disaster management, you can say sectors, different methodological measures, different analytical methods, different how to create such a disaster management plan to mitigate the risks from certain disasters. So we'll be talking about a lot of them. So this is just a very general look about our course, which we will be modifying and like updating as per need. So these are some of the textbooks references which you can use. Most of these books are, for example, this Principles of Emergency Management, the Primer of Disaster Management. Most of these books are open access and they are freely available online. So you can download those as well. And I'm talking to the librarian that if he can manage to produce ebooks, so that if they're available, I'll share you to in the, you can say, the download links, which I'll be giving as soon as those group has been created on the NEST website, on that our management system. I'll share you the link. I expect everyone to please create your LMS accounts. The students here, the previous student who did bachelor's from us, they know what is LMS. LMS is basically your learning management system. So as soon as you have your own email IDs or the email IDs which NERST will be providing you, you should create your account on this system. This is NERST customized by the NERST IT department. So I'll be uploading all my lectures, assignments, extra materials, all of them will be available on learning management system. It will be, I think you'll get a link to its creation maybe in the upcoming 2 weeks. So no worries about that. Okay, so that was for this. Okay, so any question regarding tentative course outline? Anyone? Any question? Okay, so can you hear me? You're getting me loud and clear?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I think no questions regarding, yes, Samat. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, actually I want to ask about the कोर्स आउटलाइन के हम सिर्फ डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट पे ही फोकस करेंगे इस कोर्स में, या फिर क्लाइमेट चेंज के बारे में भी इसका कोई पोर्शन है, या सिर्फ डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट बेस्ड ये कोर्स है?
Yes, Samat, thank you for the question. Yes, precisely, because some of the disasters, they are like induced or they are caused by climate change. So we'll be talking about climate change as well, to how to mitigate climate change, how to reduce the carbon emissions, and how to make people or the society adaptable enough to withstand these climate change impacts. We'll be talking about, of course, how what is climate change. We'll talk into how carbon is actually creating the anomalies in today's climate and weather system. So yes, it will be a part, not too much highlighted, of course, but we'll have 2 or 3 lectures of that as well. Yes, thank you for the question. Anyone else? Okay, so I think I'll be like stopping this session for namaz break. So after namaz break, let's resume on 5:45, and then we can start our proper lecture on disaster management. So thank you.